Welcome to another day, Big Pat's Under the Hood. And today, I'm cooking some ribeyes. Cooking some 1-inch ribeyes today. And after that, I'm gonna go back and work on my cars a little bit. But I'm cooking these 1-inch ribeyes now to get them all good and ready to go for my family when my wife gets off and my son get back from work and my little ones get from school. So let's take a look at this. Well, the first thing you want to do is get them all thawed out. And my seasoning of choice is always the Tony Chachere's, guarded by a little garlic powder. And oregano leaves. It's like that. I enjoy cooking, and I also enjoy cooking and I enjoy eating out as well. Doesn't really matter, but on most days, I kind of want to just sit around the house a little bit and cook for my family because I spend quite a bit of time, as you know, on the road. And so whenever I'm off, the thing that I like to do is cook for my family. So I'm arranging these. There's 4 of them, and they're 1-inch. They're 1-inch thick. Yeah. Like to let them thaw out. Let them thaw, and after they thaw, I'll arrange them shortly. And you could put them in a steamer or whatever, however you want to do it. But I prefer to put mine in a roasting pan. And gives a little bit more even cooking. We're gonna follow this up again with the Tony Chachere's. Get a little bite to it. The Tony Chachere's. And I'm gonna come back with some pepper. Come back with some garlic pepper. Then we're gonna go with a little garlic powder on top, just to add a little bit of kick to it. Little garlic powder. Never hurts everything to put on that. And we're gonna get some more of these oregano leaves. Pop a little bit of oregano leaves on it. Now remember, the most important thing is to let your meat rest. Let your meat rest. Because I was in a rush for time today, I already had bought the diced onions and bell pepper. I already bought the onions and bell pepper. So liberally put those on, onions and bell pepper liberally. Take and turn the meat over. Turn it over there, liberally. Turn it over. Get it turned over there. Turned over. And we're gonna finish up with the garnish with the onions and bell pepper. It just gives a little bit more of a seasoning there on it. Just likes the way that looks and everything. Wish I had me some more of my cilantro and all. Let's see if I got some cilantro in here, or some cilantro or something in here. I doubt if I do, I'll probably use it all day. I can't believe I ain't got no cilantro in here. Well, that's the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is. We'll get that out of there. But we got our oven already on 350, timer on for 2 hours and 25 minutes. So that's a relatively low setting. Keep it on that low setting there because you don't want to cook the meat too fast. You don't want to dry it out or whatever. And whenever you're doing something like this, you want to make sure that you got a really good good powder, really good base. I think I'll throw a little lemon pepper on it, just to add a little bit more kick to it. We'll throw just a little bit of lemon pepper on it. Get a little bit more kick. Lemon pepper on it. That lemon pepper put on it. We'll flip her over again. Flip her over again. As you can see, the meat is already rested, it's already thawed. So we got all that done out. So get it all flipped over. And we'll put some lemon pepper on this side as well. Get it all seasoned up. Remember, don't add any. You don't have, if you wanted to add a little more extra flavor to it, you could add some chicken stock. You could always add a can of chicken stock to it if you wanted to. You wanted the meat to have a little flavor. My choice most of the time when I'm doing it, and I know some people there put the wild rice in or whatever, and that's fine. You could do any of that. I mean, it's cool. The chicken stock, what it does is it gives it won't let it dry. It won't let it dry out. So you do the chicken stock and that let it dry out. And you can use creamer. You can use cream of mushroom. That works well, you know, and all that. That's whatever you really want to do to it, but it will just help it out. Most of the time, if I'm gonna do something, I'll add a little chicken stock to it and get it going if that's what I really need to do. But today's dish it doesn't need any chicken stock. I'm gonna cook it slow enough where it's actually gonna make its own. It's actually gonna make its own. It's gonna make its own stock and everything. And with beef, thing you want to do is you want to cook it at a slow temp. You don't want to do 425. You want to do 350. And the weight, depending on the size of the meat, the steak you're cooking and everything, and all that, that'll depend on the cooking time. But generally, steaks or whatever, if you're not gonna barbecue them, anything like that, oven to 350 for a couple of hours for ones that are reasonably about an inch or more thick, and for about 2 hours. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to dry the meat out, and you also, depending on the cook to taste, if some people like theirs well done or rare or whatever, but I like mine to be done. So, you know, I'll cook them for I'll preheat the oven and I'll cook them for 2 hours and 20 minutes is what I have now. 2 hours and 20 minutes to get a good look at that. So I cook them for 2 hours, 20 minutes. I'll preheat the oven. I'll set the time at 2 hours and a half. And that'll give me 5 or 10 minutes to get the oven all heated up. And then from that point there, then I go ahead on and put everything on and try to maintain at least 2 hours and 20 to 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now I'm going to show you another exciting thing that you can do. You could actually take Worcester sauce, and you could actually put Worcester sauce on the meat if you want more of a bite or more of a zesty like taste to it. But if that's something that you don't want or your family don't want, then don't do it. Don't put the Worcester sauce on it or anything like that, because you're gonna effectively have the meat being it'll be rather tangy, just like it does when you put soy sauce on something. So if you're not gonna want to do that, then don't do that. Just do your traditional seasoning and all that. And as the meat cook, what you can do is barbecue sauce. Now, the thing with barbecue sauce that makes barbecue sauce so good, you want to make sure that you cook the meat 3/4 of the way done. And then after you cook it 3/4 of the way done, then you could take and mix up your barbecue sauce with a little vinegar, or your barbecue sauce with a little syrup or whatever. However you want to do it. You can put vinegar and syrup together with the barbecue sauce and make it like a marinade. And once the meat's 3/4 of the way done, then you could put put that rub on it. And I'm telling you, boy, with the vinegar, the barbecue sauce, and the syrup, man, it'll give it an awesome taste. And that's what we're going to be doing today. When I finish up with mine, once it get 3/4 of the way cooked, I will make up what we call my homemade marmalade or rub, and I will put that on, and then we will go from there, and we'll get the reaction of the family. Now, as far as sides, what I'm going to cook today, because I have a situation where I like all vegetables, mainly green vegetables. Today I'm going to be doing this. This is what we're going to do today. This out of here. We're going to do broccoli. I'm going to do broccoli and some spinach. And then for my wife, my older son, I'm going to take and stir some okra, tomatoes, and sausages together. And then I'm going to get a bed of brown rice, and I'll make the brown rice, and I'll put the brown rice over that, and that's what I'll do. So I'll show you all once I get it all finished and everything, and what it actually comes out to, and we'll do that. So we'll do that.